Hello. Welcome to Wednesday.
What is up?
What's going on, man? Lots of stuff going on.
I can't believe you made it here after Snowmageddon, after the 18 feet of snow never mind.
Look, let me just tell you about my ride the other day.
Okay.
I get up early because I'm freaking out all night. I didn't get much sleep over the snow.
Sure.
And so I was a tad bit concerned. I get up, I look outside, there's no fucking snow at all. None. Literally not a dusting of snow.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, screw this. And I turn on the TV, I'm watching the news, getting ready for work and stuff. And the local news guy, I want to get into local news in a second, oh, by the way.
Okay.
But the local news guy says, all right, just let you know that there is a heavy line of snow that has moved through downtown that is currently moving south, heading towards Independence and Parma. And it is dumping a couple of inches of snow an hour.
Ooh.
I'm like, okay, that means I need to get the hell out of Dodge.
Right.
I get dressed quickly. I get out of the house at maybe 5 to 7.
Okay.
I drive up. I don't know if you're familiar with my area at all, Broadview Road at all.
Yeah, sure.
But I'm driving north on Broadview from McIntosh Farms where I live.
Okay.
And I get to Route 82. Route 82, I can't see a friggin' thing. The roads are completely covered.
Wow.
And a span of a half mile where we had a dusting when I walked out.
Right.
To road is completely covered. Can't see a thing in front of my face. It's all snow. And it's getting even darker as I look towards the north.
Right.
I start going down these treacherous hills down Broadview Road, which are insane. And they haven't been treated yet because apparently nobody knew that it was going to snow. And I get to the street where I used to live, Countryside Boulevard or whatever it is, Countryside Road.
Mm-hmm.
And there's still about a mile to go before you get to like another hill that you got to go up. And get to the top of Broadview by like a Danny Boys and a Rite Aid and stuff like that by Walgreens.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
And it is backed up all the way. I can see this mile-long line of cars, which apparently can't make it up this freaking hill now because it's doing so bad.
Right.
So I decided to take a left, and I'm going down. I'm going to go around the back way that I know because I used to live in that area, and I was going to go around the back way and get whatever. Every road completely snow-covered. Nothing's been touched. Every road is slick as hell. Every road, it's a whiteout. You look like you're in a snow globe driving to work. And
sure.
Move 2 miles an hour. At which point, Charlie, the mechanic, Charlie Auto Repair in Lakewood, good guy, great guy, taking your car there. He's the one that put the system in my car for the handbrakes.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
So I can only drive now with one hand, my left hand on the steering wheel and my right hand on the stick that controls the gas and the brake.
Okay.
I've never done this before in the snow. First year doing this.
Right.
And so I'm sitting there trying to figure this out, and I get a text on my phone. Now, dumbass Seth takes his hands off the steering wheel and everything to look at the text that I got. And it's from Charlie saying, hey, just to let you know, I'm not real sure how these controls are going to react in the snow.
Oh, good.
All right, dude. You could have sent this text maybe like a half hour ago before I was sitting inside my house.
Or last night.
Last night. You knew the snow. You plow snow. You know that you were getting up to go snow plowing. Another thing that he does, if you need snow plowing, call Charlie's Auto Repair. But he sends me this text, and I'm like, well, what do I do now? What does that mean? And so I call him. I'm like, does this mean I have to do something different? Am I going to die here?
Right.
Some more hills to get to. He's like, no. I just don't know how it's going to react to, how fast you push the gas and how fast you pull the brake back. He's like, just go slow.
Okay.
I said, okay. A drive that normally takes me 20 minutes tops to get to work.
Mm-hmm.
Hour and 15 minutes.
Oof.
To get to work.
Fun.
I left. There was no snow. I got to work, and there were inches of snow.
Really?
Yeah.
How was getting into the building?
Well, that was another adventure because I haven't really walked in snow before.
Right.
With this leg and everything. And so I get out of the car, and I could see that the sidewalk, little ramp area into the building was cleared.
Mm-hmm.
Parking lot was still a mess because they hadn't gotten to it yet. Just snowed like crazy.
Sure.
And so there was a guy that was walking out to his car right as I was getting out of mine, and he saw me put my leg on, and he goes, "Do you need any help?" I said, "Honestly, I don't know. I was like, I've never done this before. This is my first go around in the snow with this leg." And he said, "Don't worry, I got you." And he came over and he started kicking the snow out of the way for me, and he stood there in case I needed to grab on.
Okay.
I did, thank God. And I was able to get into the building all right. So,
Well, that's good. Nice, good Samaritan. Did you know the guy or no?
I did not. No, I have no idea who that guy was.
Okay, well, good on him.
Yeah, great on
A
him.
human being in our lifetime. That's new.
And it just so happened that he was walking out at the same time as I was going to try walking in, and he offered help. I mean, yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, I like hearing that. I like hearing that there's still people with some sense of humanity in them.
Yeah. Does Charlie do it for everyone, or was it a special job for you, Seth? My sister-in-law lost her leg recently and wants to have her car done. You can absolutely give Charlie a call. Charlie's auto repair in Lakewood. He knows how to do it. Now, he did it as a surprise, actually, for me. I didn't know he was doing it. My wife took my car one day, and when she brought it home, it had that on it.
Had new stuff.
And so Charlie, as a friend, did that for me, and I truly appreciate it. But he does know how to do it, and I'm sure that, you guys could work something out. So,
Sure.
Charlie's Auto Repair in Lakewood.
That's right. Sure.
Tell him Seth sent you.
I could tell you for me, the snow didn't influence my my commute 1 inch, 1 ounce.
Yeah, I can imagine.
If anything, it just kept me. I just stayed in my room most of the day because it's warmer in there than the rest of my house. So, and I have a computer set up in there too, so I just worked in there. It's like, I'm not even going to look out the window.
It's been just been one of those days, man. Like, so I'm not going to get into who's sick, but somebody in my family is sick.
Sure.
With pneumonia and RSV and hospitalized at this point. And so, I'm saying I actually had to leave work early to try to do some stuff, and I haven't been feeling good. I hope it's not the same thing.
Did you see this person over Thanksgiving?
Yes.
So it might be the same thing.
It could be, but we were all, my wife was sick and other people were sick when we saw this person too. And so I don't know. It could be anything. It could be, my wife was sick for a few days and then now I was feeling better. I don't know.
Yeah. Not that it means anything, but did you take the COVID test just to make sure?
It is definitely not COVID. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't take it myself, but I can still smell and taste everything.
Sure.
But yeah, the person who's hospitalized, absolutely, they gave a COVID test and it's not COVID. But
Well, that's good at least. Yeah. Well, let's hope everything goes well for your person of illness right now. Let's hope that
it's been just a weird day. And
I hear you. It's one of them days that I just want to go back to bed. I've been thinking that since 8 o'clock when I got up. It's like, I could just go back to bed and sleep a couple more hours.
Should have called me. We could have worked that out.
Yeah, I would have. I would have. But, dude, I'm in the middle of marathon week of being in front of the camera this week. This is my 5th show in 5 days. And I still have one tomorrow and then one on Saturday again. The big long one on Saturday again. But, yeah, I did CMS on Saturday. That's 6 hours. Then I did Chris Aiken Presents on Monday. Me and you did our thing on Monday. Yesterday, I was a guest on a podcast called Good Company. Today, doing this with you. Tomorrow, me and Bloom Daddy Doggy Jon Drake. I'm doing his podcast tomorrow night, and then Saturday again with Classic Metal Show. I have one day off this week.
What are you talking about on the Bloom Doggy Show?
What? Oh, we're talking about his show. It's called Talking Into Infinity, and most weeks it's about Dream Theater, but they're stretching out a little bit, and we are doing a compare and contrast between Iron Maiden's Power Slave record and what's the other one? And Seventh Son of a Seventh Son record. We're doing like a deep dive of which is better, and that'll be fun. We'll just be arguing. We'll be arguing the whole time, but it'll be fun. Yeah, if anybody wants to check that out, that's tomorrow at 7:30. You can catch it on CMS TV, cmstv.net.
What's it called?
Talking into Infinity.
There you go.
So
So
yeah, I'm in the same boat as you today, dude. It's like, didn't want to work. Then when I was working, I was hating the job. You know, I was doing the jobby job today, and I was just like, I fucking hate this.
And then you had somebody for Bob Francis TV show scheduled for tomorrow and canceled, and this is the second time in a week that this person has canceled, and so he had called me literally as you were sitting here staring at me before we started.
Right.
I was late starting the show because I need to try to find somebody for tomorrow, and it's like, man, it's just not that easy, but I'm going to give it a go here in a little while.
Hey, what time? I could do it.
I don't know what you'd ask. Well, actually, you have probably a lot of stories that you could ask. I mean, you'd be a hell of a guest. Yeah.
I could certainly do it, that's for sure.
You would be an interesting story.
Yeah, but does Bob have enough time to figure it all out?
Well, that would be the. Yeah. We do have another episode of Dawg Pound Details tonight.
Yes, I have not. He literally forwarded it to me about an hour before, so I haven't even watched it. I have no idea. I'm sure he's damn near suicidal about the Browns. So, what? Lost you.
He keeps giving me enough crap on Facebook.
Oh yeah, well of course. I'm sure you opened that door and he'll go through it.
No.
He likes to fight on Facebook, that's for sure.
All right, so we were talking about I was watching the local news for the first time ever to see the weather report.
Yeah.
Have you seen the news person in the weather in the news today?
No.
This was released last night. Holly Strano.
I know of Holly, yeah. I've met Holly.
Yeah, you might want to look this up. Maybe we can play it on the show. The dash cam video of the cops chasing her.
What?
She did 75 miles an hour in a 35-mile-an-hour zone, 3 times the legal limit, crashing into a telephone pole and fire hydrant, flooding the area on Thanksgiving night.
Holly Strano?
Holly Strano, who then decided, hey, this is a good time for me to go to Instagram and post pictures of me making meatballs at the house.
No way.
At which point she got obliterated by the fans of Holly Strano for not recognizing the fact that she could have killed anybody, including herself, and decided to go home and make some meatballs the following day.
Are you kidding me?
I am not.
Wow.
Channel 3 had the dash cam video.
Yeah, I've got it. Hold on.
And it is something, man.
Let's see this. This is the video, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let me make sure I got volume. All right, let's go. There's no volume to this. That's right.
It's a dash cam. But what? He's going to turn around.
Is this is the cop turning around?
The cop turning around.
Okay.
That is not Holly Strano.
All right. But that is?
That is.
Oh, no.
Watch this car. And it's coming soon. Oh, running away. No, over the line. Way over the line.
Oh, no.
And...
Oh!
Yeah.
You've got to be kidding me.
Like
no.
Yeah.
Oh.
You do see the headline to the
Some
article.
notes, some reports about...
Stop.
I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't know either, but...
Yeah, it was in Cuyahoga Falls, apparently.
Oh, fired? So fired.
You would think, I don't know.
The only thing that might keep her from getting fired is she is so
What's the headline
damn
of
hot.
that article? Yep, there it is. News 3. Holly Strano arrested for OVI.
Oh, my God. Do you think she gets saved because she's hot?
She might.
I don't know, though. 35 over the speed limit and flipping her car over on camera.
I think she blew a .224.
Ooh, she must have drank a whole bottle of something.
Now, let me tell you, I've had dinner with Holly Strano at
Yeah.
Bars out at the MGM.
Yeah, she's all of 4'11"?
Yeah, she is a
I've met her.
tiny little girl.
Yeah, I've met her.
And so to blow a .224, man, That's pretty hard hitting for her.
For her, that would be
A couple of beers, but
no, it'd be more than that. But I mean, she had to have had 10 drinks. Wherever she was coming from, she had to have had 10 drinks.
Yeah, you would think, right? I mean, look, I'm not going to speculate. I don't want to accuse her of stuff. She's got to go to court and everything.
Yeah.
But it happened apparently on Thanksgiving night near the border of Akron and Cuyahoga Falls. I know where that area is. Now, let me tell you, I drove that day on Thanksgiving that road because that's the way we had to go to my wife's family's house.
Right.
And, thank God we weren't on the same road at the same time she was. I mean, and that's what people don't understand. That's what kind of pissed me off last night.
Yeah.
Is that I was sitting there looking at her Instagram because, again, she decided that over the weekend was a good time to not acknowledge what happened. I don't know if she didn't think it was going to come out or what, but even her own station put the damn video online.
I wonder if at that time the station didn't know.
Well, I saw the video last night and it said it was out for like 4 hours. So maybe they didn't know. I don't know. But she apparently didn't think that anything was going to get out there because she was posting stuff on Facebook with her cooking and everything. And people were leaving some of the funniest but nastiest comments you've ever seen. People were like, hey, I see all the sauce on those meatballs. Not the only thing sauce that night. I mean, just really, really creative and funny, horrible things to say to somebody. But she, was posting all these pictures of her doing fun stuff. But there were, how many people were on there? It was probably half and half.
Right.
Saying, what the hell were you doing? You could have killed yourself and could have killed somebody else on Thanksgiving, no less. But then the other half of the people were saying, it's all right, Holly. You go get him. Everything's okay. You're great. We love you. It's like, look, you dumbass. She could have killed somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, from the look of that crash, she's lucky she's not dead.
Yes. Apparently she refused treatment at the hospital. But don't you hear that a lot of people that are hammered, they get in these accidents, and they're the ones that live because they just go limp and fall on the ground or whatever, and everything's fine. It's the people that are bracing for it.
And you know the power of celebrity is even when you do something wrong, everybody's the white knight, everybody's the cheerleader. Everybody, instead of just saying, hey, you're a dumb shit, they're like, oh my God, Holly, you're still the best to me.
Look,
you may be a lush, but at least you tell me the weather and make me happy.
I have worked with Holly on several occasions. She's a sweetheart. We all have our issues. I understand that.
Yeah.
Look, I had dinner with her. I thought she was a great lady. I thought she was really nice, really sweet to me and my wife, and we had a nice time at dinner. Had a nice time. We went to a concert at the MGM following dinner, and she's a great lady. I didn't say anything bad about the lady. What I am saying is that you don't get behind the wheel of a damn car when you've been drinking like that and then almost kill people. Could have killed a family on Thanksgiving night.
Yeah.
Forget about things. Anytime. She could have killed somebody.
Yeah.
And so,
well, and
.24, but it's a ginormous mistake.
.244, and Lord knows I'm not castigating anybody because I have definitely been known to drive drunk. So I'm not gonna pretend that I'm the ambassador of good intention either. But .244 is not. I didn't realize I was drunk. .244 is staggering to your car.
I'm not saying anything that's not in the reports that every friggin' news station has come out with.
Yeah.
It's not me. I'm not even, look, innocent until proven guilty. That's fine. I'm going off of what every single report comes out. So you can read the reports. Akron Beacon Journal had it. Channel 3 had it. Channel 3 is her news organization, the one she works for.
Yeah, and it's on their website. That's where we're at. We're on their website.
Saying, be careful. Careful of what? I'm reporting what's in the news. You played the video that says Holly Strano from Channel 3.
Yeah.
I'm not accusing her of anything. I'm accusing her of, one, being a nice person, and if she did what she's accused of doing here, she made a giant mistake. Shouldn't have done it.
There's nothing to be careful about. It's not like we're saying that she always drives drunk. It's not like we're saying anything like that. We're saying...
I didn't say anything like that.
Saying in this circumstance, all I'm saying is .244. That's more than 3 times. Right? Legal limit's what, .08, right?
Yeah, .08.
So .24, that would be three times plus at .244. That's a lot. And again, whatever. I mean,
Akron.
Thanksgiving, she might have had a couple of extra wines or something. I don't know, but wow.
You know, the first person I saw with the story was Cleveland Scene last night.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know they still covered Cleveland.
Right? I'm looking at, let's see, Cleveland.com. This way I don't get in trouble for saying stuff that I'm not saying it. Cleveland.com is reporting this.
What, are you not allowed to have an opinion now?
I guess not. I was told to be careful. Longtime
Please.
WKYC Channel 3 meteorologist Holly Strano has been charged with operating under the influence after she crashed her vehicle while driving on Thanksgiving in Summit County. Records in Corcho, Linders native who now live in Highland Heights, had a blood alcohol level of 0.244. 0.244 following the crash on Apple Peninsula Road just after 7:30 Thursday. One person, a person in Ohio, is legally intoxicated with a blood alcohol level of 0.08. Strano has also has been charged with having a high blood alcohol level and driving in marked lanes or continuous lines of traffic, records show. Ian Freeman, who I know, lawyer representing Strano, said in a statement that thankfully Strano was not hurt in the crash. To be clear, this is Holly's first ever encounter with the justice system, Freeman said in a statement. During this difficult time, I hope that people extend their support to her and honor her privacy.
Well, yeah, you do hope that. You don't. It doesn't need to be. Doesn't seem like it's gonna be, because here in Cleveland, it's obviously on every news thing now. That does suck.
According to WKYC, her news station, a police officer spotted Strano driving on the Akron Peninsula Road about 70 miles per hour in a 35 mile per hour zone. A dash cam video obtained by WKYC shows the officer turn around and begin following Strano with emergency lights on. Moments later, Strano's vehicle begins weaving and goes off the right side of the road, striking a utility pole and causing the vehicle to spin around. The pole was broken by the impact the video shows. Yeah. So I'm not saying anything that is not in every single news report that is out there.
Well, I'm going to read into the tea leaves, because if they want to sue somebody, come on and sue me. I don't give a shit.
It's supposed to be in court on Thursday.
Yeah, so that's tomorrow. So, and if and when she's found guilty, as she's 99% most likely going to be found guilty, she will be terminated before she gets out of the courtroom by WKYC. That is my prediction.
Well, even the news people at WTAM this morning, when I was listening to them, said, hey, there's a reason why you haven't heard Holly Strano on our news lately. And this is why. And they gave the entire report as to what happened. So, again, my point in my opinion is that people were commenting on her Instagram posts, and I don't think that you should be posting pictures of meatballs when you have done what you have done, supposedly, allegedly. There you go. Yeah. I don't see a reason for that. And people were blasting her. I didn't blast her. I left it alone.
Yeah, well.
I like her.
I like her, too. Look, if nothing else, she's cute. She's a very cute girl.
Very cute.
But here's what I see from seeing this. The fact that KYC is putting it on their website, instead of leaving it alone, they're bracing for that they have to fire her. And they're putting it out there so that they could say that they were fair in their coverage. So they don't get accused of anything. And the only reason they will do that is because they're going to terminate her. They just have to wait until she's found guilty.
Look, there have been other news people in this town, and I've known them. I mean, we've seen the reports of people that are in the news or in the media here that have gotten DUIs and have been fine and did not lose their jobs. There's been others that have absolutely lost their jobs because of a DUI. I was there. I saw one of them. I know one of them.
Yeah, but they weren't TV personalities, were they?
I mean, a couple were.
See, here's the problem with the TV person.
High-profile radio guy that was definitely charged with a DUI.
Radio's a little different. Here's the problem with the TV personality. If the TV, especially this TV personality, if she's out there saying, make sure you leave your house early so that you don't get caught in the storm and, crash your car or whatever. Now what? Okay, Holly, well, make sure you don't leave the bar early so that you don't crash your car. It just, she's open now she's wide open for making the station look bad. And I don't want to see her get fired. Look, to me, I think it's, I like seeing a person that's like a person and not this pretend holier than thou talking head faceplant that we get on every news station. I like the fact that she did something normal. I don't like that she drove drunk necessarily, but what I'm saying is I like that she's far more normal hearing this story than when she's just a talking head going, oh, I just love it here. Cleveland's wonderful. Cleveland's great. To me, she's more believable now. Does that make sense?
Yeah, look, I hate to comment on her as a person, but she puts a lot of pictures up there of herself. And
yes, I love that.
which is fine. And so, again, she's been nothing but ever nice to me, but I don't like when people are driving hammered and could possibly kill somebody.
Yeah.
She was way over the limit. If that
Yeah.
is true, what the reports say, and that's true, then she was way, way, way over the limit. And you don't get behind the wheel of a car doing that.
Yeah, and when you're that leveled, you've got to hit Uber. And again, I'm talking from a place of I've broken that law. So I'm not trying to be holier than thou myself. But 2.44, you got to call Uber at that point, don't you?
There are so many different ways to get home now.
Or just stay wherever the hell she
Stay
was.
where you're at.
Yeah, just stand up. Oh, I'm too fucked up. I got to crash on your couch for a few hours.
So that's the big news, according to every news site, but I'm being careful.
Yeah, well, I was unaware, but
I saw that last night. My wife goes, "Did you hear what happened to Holly Strano?" I was like, what happened to Holly Strano?
well, welcome to the land of us normal people, Holly. You've come down a peg, but I still love you.
You think she'll keep her job?
No,
No?
absolutely. She goes to court tomorrow. She'll be fired before we're back on the air again.
I mean, can they legally fire her?
Sure they can.
Do they have to offer her, like, hey, you got to go to rehab and stuff?
No, they don't have to offer it. Dude, Ohio's one of them states that you don't even have to have a reason. They don't have to give her that. Dude, I'm positive as a TV personality she has a morality clause. I am positive of that, and this will violate it.
Yeah, I know a guy that had that in his contract at the radio station. He'll remain nameless.
Yeah.
But he definitely had that in his contract, and then drove a car that he was endorsing into a pole. And he was no longer.
Yeah, you get fired. Dude, you can't. Again, I'm not hoping for it. I'm definitely not. I hope she keeps her gig. Like I said before, to me, it makes her a little more normal, which I'm okay with. But she's not going to keep her gig. As much as I'd like to see it, she's not keeping that gig. She's fired. So fired. She's got to know it. If she was smart, she'd spend today half the day with her lawyer, half the day with whoever she uses to write her resume.
But see, then I know, and I won't again say the name, but I know that there was a person who had like 3 of them worked in TV and ended up keeping their job.
How much money did they generate for the station?
Probably a lot.
A lot more than Holly Strano does, saying that it's cloudy and 30 today. Right?
Yeah. Well,
I mean, that's it.
that's what I hate to say this about, some of these local news women. But now, man, you can find hot chicks to do the weather and pay them next to nothing because they come out, they think that they're hot, and then they can give them $30,000 a year to go up there in front of a green screen and say, yeah, look.
Well, they don't even have to be hot anymore. Not that Holly's not. I think Holly is hot, but I maybe 6-8 months ago, maybe a year ago was like the last time I checked out local news, and I saw the anchors, and I won't say what channel or whatnot, but there was more than one channel, and none of them were hot. They were all pretty grocery store 6s instead of TV 8s. They were not that hot. Yeah, no, she's done. She's toast in my mind. She hosts a show from 4 to 7 a.m.
I think so. Yeah.
Where does that air? On Channel 3?
Yeah.
They have a show that's on at 4 a.m?
I think they do because a lot of that stuff now they go to like, especially like on NBC and ABC and stuff like that. They go to like,
Oh, like Good Morning America or whatever, right?
Yeah,
It's 6 or 7.
6, 7, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Traffic Girl on 19. There's a girl. I think her name is Rachel something.
19.
Rachel V something. And I think she is like extraordinarily good looking.
She's a hottie, huh? And she's on 19?
I believe so.
Rachel.
I think it's VADA, VADA, something.
19 News. That's fine. Rachel on Channel 19 News.
I think it's Channel 19.
Oh, my.
Blonde?
Oh, my.
Yeah, dude.
Ooh. I got to start watching the news.
Yeah. One of the reasons I watch Fox as opposed to CNN is they actually have good-looking people on the show, on their
Yeah, hold on. Let me
CNN. No, put my dog on there.
Dude, all her pictures are tiny though. Hold on. She's got a Barbie thing going on.
If you go to her Facebook page, forget about it. She posted a picture yesterday. I was like, oh.
Well, let's go to her Facebook page.
You're allowed to put that stuff up, right? I mean, it's fair.
Yeah, of course.
On Facebook.
It's on Facebook. Wow, she is kind of smoking hot.
Yeah, she posted a picture yesterday, but I don't know. There's another person in the picture with her on that one.
Yeah, I see it. So what? Still on Facebook. We're just showing a Facebook picture. If we're committing a crime, it's Facebook's crime, not ours. We're just showing a picture. Here we go. Let's see. Present. Share screen. This one.
Whew. Yeah. Dude. The one on the right there. The blonde.
What does she do on 19? News? Weather?
I don't know what she does. I don't care. I'll watch it.
I don't even get in my car and I'll listen to her do traffic.
She can direct my route anytime.
That's right.
Come on. That's awful. Why would you say that?
Mm-hmm. She can help me find the tunnel whenever she wants.
Yeah, she's something, man.
Yeah, she is hot. The only thing that's, what's the bad thing about that, though? What is she, about 23?
Probably. Yeah.
She's definitely not like 30. I mean, do you think she can't be 30, can she?
No, I wouldn't think so.
Yeah. Oh, she even has her phone number on her Facebook page.
Let's not put that up there, but
call it.
The problem is she wouldn't give me she wouldn't even probably say hello to me.
Well, she would in public, but probably not in private.
There's a lot of people who say hello to me in private.
Yeah, she's a good-looking girl, that's for sure. Holy smokes!
But you don't think they could pay that girl half of what, a quarter of what they pay somebody like Holly Strano to get up there and do the weather?
Of course. They may be. Who knows?
Or Betsy Kling. I mean, some of these women, no offense, you get a little bit older and
a little long in the tooth.
A little long in the tooth. They don't want you on TV anymore.
No.
Hell, they don't want you on radio anymore. It doesn't matter what you look like.
Well, it really is weird, though, because when you think of the history of Cleveland TV, it's really not been a bunch of pretty people. Maybe it's just Cleveland is a bunch of ugly people, but but I mean, when you think about it, even the guys and the women, it's always...
Dick Goddard was a looker. Come on.
Dick Goddard, come on. All of those guys, all those, John Lanigan, he was on TV for a while. What was Tim Taylor, Wilma Smith? None of these people were like model hot.
I think like Gabe Spiegel, he's pretty good looking. He's a good looking guy.
Ken Carman.
He's certainly he's not a looker. I mean, this is why I don't do TV. So Ken Carman can't say shit about me. I'm certainly not a TV worthy guy.
Yeah, but Ken Carman's on TV. Doesn't he do sports for Fox or something?
Yeah, one of those things.
Yeah. Dorothy full-time? Good point, Jim.
I was hot in 1928.
And she's only 40 then. Yeah, that's what I'm just saying. That none of them were... Cleveland does not have a long history. I mean, think about, obviously... And I know I'm turning this into way something we shouldn't be turning this into, but is Holly Strano the hottest Cleveland female personality that we've ever had?
You're talking female hot.
Female hot on news, on Cleveland news.
Okay, Robin Swoboda was a good-looking woman. It was a different time, so the style was different.
I don't think she is prettier or hotter than Holly Strano, though. You think she was hotter than Holly?
I don't know. I think she was.
She was a good-looking lady, but
Macy Jepsen, gorgeous woman.
Now, what is she on? I don't know her.
She was on the news back in the day, and she was on TAM for a while. But I mean, yeah, she's a good-looking girl. Macy Jepsen.
Looking her up. I don't think this is her. No, none of these are her. I looked up, and there's like 14 different girls that came up, and none of them are hot. So, who else?
My dad says former sports editor of the PD was still handsome. That was my dad. Was the sports editor of the Plain Dealer. Tom has got it right from Wolf Creek Media. Stephanie Schaefer.
All right, yeah, probably true on that one.
She's hot, and she was hot back in the day. I hosted a pregnant bikini contest with her.
Okay.
Back in the day, and when she was, she's good looking now, but when she was younger, she was smoking. She walked into the restaurant bar thing, and she was wearing high heels and jeans and stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, hello.
Hello, darling. Yeah, she's pretty good looking. I don't know that I'd take her over Holly, though. I think that's closer. At least I know I could meet Holly in a bar. But I'm bummed.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. Good point, allegedly. Here's Stephanie Schaefer. She's good looking.
Yeah. And that looks like an older picture.
Yeah, it's not when she was young. That's fairly recent.
She left her husband, though.
That's a plus, not a minus.
Yeah, but I think she was dating or with, I don't know if she's married to or what, Mike Fratello.
Mike Fratello?
Yeah.
So now we know how much money you have to date her.
All right, this is a good one.
All right, who?
Scott, you're right.
Melissa
Mack.
Melissa Mack.
I always thought she was way hot.
Cleveland. All right, I do not like her. I don't know her. I've never really watched local news, so I don't like her hair. And I know that's really being
a little bit picky there.
Yeah. And Lord knows I'm a 400-pound fat guy. The last thing I could be is picky, but yeah, she's okay. She ain't bad.
Do you have a picture of her?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up. Hold on. Just trying to get rid of all the bordering on this photo here. Present, share, Melissa Mack. Yeah, she's pretty. Pretty girl.
Yeah, dude. I like her.
Yeah. I'd like her if her hair was longer. Hair's a little short for me. But again, I know I'm picking. It's not like I'm throwing her out of bed. Jesus Christ.
People are ragging on Stephanie Schaefer for leaving her husband.
Didn't you say her husband's Mike Fratello?
No. That's who she left her husband for, I think. Or started dating Mike Fratello after she left her husband, I think. Right now, it's Mackenzie Bart. I don't know who knows that is. Is that a joke?
Let's look her up.
This is more fun than anything else I had planned. Carol Sullivan. I liked Carol Sullivan.
Mackenzie. Wait, what was the first one? Mackenzie
Bart.
Bart? B-A-R-T or B-A-R-K?
T.
Mackenzie Bart. Oh, stop it. She's not even in the same ballpark as these other ones.
All right, I did like Carol Sullivan.
Oh, we'll let people take a look at this Mackenzie Bart one first. Hold on. Open image in new tab. All right, here's Mackenzie Bart with her big coffee cup.
Hey, she looks all right.
No, she looks all right.
I get behind that. I mean, I shouldn't say it like that. I absolutely think that she could be a very beautiful woman. Carol Sullivan.
Yeah.
I think I like Carol Sullivan because she said she was a fan of mine.
Well, let's see her.
How about Tony Rizzo? Yes, he was
Tony Rizzo.
extraordinarily good looking, Tom.
Carol.
Wolf
What's her
Creek
name?
Media, get your t-shirts. Sullivan. C-A-R-O-L-E. There's an E at Carol.
Carol Sullivan. Yeah, she's all right.
I love that you guys are rating local newswomen. Well, what else look? We are no lookers, so there's no way that I'm saying anything. I can judge because I'm ugly.
Yes. As long as you don't say, well, I'm better looking than them, who gives a shit?
Exactly. I am certainly not better looking. I'm just saying, if I was single, I wouldn't mind sleeping with some of them.
If you're married, you still wouldn't mind. Or are you kidding?
Oh, man. Yeah, I liked her. I liked her with her shorter hair, too. She's hot, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But
She a smoker or something? She got a lot of lines on them eyes.
I don't know, but I liked her because she said that she listened to me and thought that I was good on the radio. So,
Well, good for her.
Just for that, I had to like her.
Yeah, she's not bad.
Seth is so defensive. How am I defensive? Over what?
I don't know. Is there any other ones, or is that it? I mean, it is a small window that we're trying to choose from here.
I'm just gonna look up good-looking Cleveland women. Maybe you can find out. There's got to be a page for that.
Yeah. Rachel Steele is hot. I know
She
that.
is hot. Yeah.
Dude, I used to do, when I was at 92, I would go in and just kind of, when she was doing afternoons, I would go in and she would just have me kind of hang out with her sometimes on, during her show. And she would just kind of cross promote the metal show or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, I just loved looking at her. She was a good looking lady. Oh my goodness. Rachel is just like stunningly good looking.
All right, she is very good looking. Is there a picture of her?
Rachel Steele?
Yeah. I just heard her the other day on satellite.
Yeah, she's fantastic. She was, when I came over from MMS, and she was kind of like my lone friend over there at 92. And that was at the time when Rover and his group of fruits fucking hated me and Matt. And Rachel could not have been cooler. She was so cool, man. Like when we did not Buzzard Fest. What was that thing called? X Fest or whatever.
Yeah.
Me and her were introing bands. I think we introed like Godsmack or something together, and she is great. I love Rachel.
I'm pretty sure that she was my intern before she left and became like a star in radio and left me behind. And yeah, because I was always in charge of hiring interns, and
Right.
I always had impeccable taste.
How would you not hire her?
Yeah, dude.
She's hot.
Yep. Now she's on the satellite.
Yeah. She broadcasts out of the Rock Hall, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to hear? Now these aren't necessarily. They're not local newswomen.
Okay.
But this, according to Complex.com,
Okay.
the 10 hottest women from Cleveland.
Okay.
The Love Twins.
The Love Twins?
Yeah.
Let's see if we can't find it. Oh, my.
Are these pictures that we can share or no?
Yeah. I just got to find a big enough picture.
From what I'm reading, there's quite a few parts that are big enough.
Yeah, they're not hurting for memories. They definitely. I don't like the makeup, and again, I'm being super fucking picky here. But I don't like the makeup they're wearing here, but yeah.
Yeah, I dig it. All right, but they're porn actresses, I believe. Adult film stars, I guess, is what they're called.
Oh, I did not know that.
According to this, they're still nudie stars. Yes.
Okay.
They started their career hosting internet chats in their dorm room. Shocker.
What? And by the way, if you want to meet up with them, it's the Love Twins over at OnlyFans, I'm sure.
Number 9, Mary Carey.
The porn actress Mary Carey?
Yes, the one that looks like Mariah Carey, only her name is Mary Carey.
She has two things that don't remind you of Mariah.
She ran for governor of California against Gary Coleman and the Terminator.
Are you sure this is the most attractive women of Cleveland?
That's the article here. Actually, the article is, the 10 hottest Cleveland women.
All right. She's got to be in her 50s at this point, doesn't she?
Well, I'm assuming that they're not talking like today.
Oh, they're talking ever?
Yeah.
All right, there she is.
Yeah, she's a good-looking broad.
Yeah, she's good.
Jasmine Lewis.
I don't know who that
Jasmine
is.
Lewis. Her best known for her role as Jennifer in Barbershop 2. Never heard of her.
She's pretty hot.
Gunner says Stephanie left her husband over an insurance deal. He fell off a scaffold and suffered brain damage and had to be institutionalized. It was a money thing. I don't think he was this. He may have been institutionalized, but he sure as hell showed up at one of Triv's benefits for Coats for Kids. He was there. Stephanie Shaver's former husband.
That's
right.
Jasmine.
She's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cherry Dennis.
C-H-E-R.
Cheri. Bad Boy signed artist. First hit charts on.
I don't even want to put this picture up. Come on. She's one of the hottest?
She's number 7 on the hottest
That can't be right.
women of Cleveland.
There's nothing hot about her.
Maybe it's a bad picture.
I'm looking at like 10 pictures. There's nothing hot. I'll put one of them up, but maybe I'm picking the wrong one. But she's everything that I'm not into. And that being said, I don't want to hear any of your racist comments.
Yeah.
Because the black thing does not bother me.
No.
But the pink hair and the caved-in cheeks do.
I could even deal with the pink hair, but no, thank you.
No.
Number 6, Shauna Lenee.
Who?
Who are these people? 23-year-old blonde is a hero in a birthday suit.
How you spell Lenee?
Lenee.
Shauna. Oh, yeah. Now, this is a good-looking girl. Holy cow. What is she from?
LeBron's mom. Let's see. Every night, her work rescues men nationwide from life-threatening effects of sex deprivation.
Oh,
In
she's
2010, the adult entertainment industry finally recognized her with the Unsung Starlet of the Year award.
well.
So she is a porn actress.
I'd like to sing her stars.
Hello. Yeah, she's hot.
Yeah. Finally, a hot one.
We have a hot girl from Cleveland. The
Finally.
unfortunate part is she has sex with multiple men for a living.
That's a plus, not a minus.
If it's a way to get out of Cleveland, I guess go for it. I would try that.
That's a plus, not a minus.
Nancy Everhart. I think you mean Angie Everhart, Tom. Angie Everhart has to be on the list. I think, isn't Angie Everhart from Akron, though? I don't think she's a Cleveland girl. And LeBron's mom is not on there. She's also from Akron.
And not hot.
And not hot. Number 5, Danielle Pastorino.
Danielle Pastorino?
If you don't know who she is, then you don't know anything. After all, she's unique, literally. The reality star garnered that nickname with her self-described silent seductive role on VH1's For the Love of Ray J.
For the love of Ray J.
For the Love of Ray J.
Jesus. That's not a high standard, is it? Wow. She got to fuck Kim Kardashian's former fuckhole. Good for her.
Hot?
She's all right. This hairstyle I've never been a fan of, but
No.
Looking past the hair,
Yeah, I can dig it.
she's cute.
Yeah.
Big old tits. Yeah.
Nicole Lenz, Lenz.
She's hot. I know she's hot.
She began her career as a fashion model. Lee Jeans. Magazines like Vogue. She's best known for being March 2000 Playmate of the Month.
That's right.
She was attacked by her fellow hottie Bijou Phillips in an LA nightclub.
That's a stretch calling Bijou Phillips a hottie.
The fight was broken up by Chandler from Friends.
And
who's
now
now
he's dead. Yeah.
I kind of dig it.
I dig her a lot.
Yeah, I'm kind of liking that a lot. That's my kind of girl.
Yeah, I like her.
Yeah, I like that. Number 3 on the 10 most hottest women of Cleveland list.
Okay.
Catalina Cruz.
Catalina Cruz?
The former Jenna Z changed her name to Catalina Cruz when admirers began referring to her as Penelope Cruz with large breasts.
I'm just trying. Yeah, I'm not.
We wholeheartedly support the name change as we never dare piss off any chick who's licensed to blow.
Licensed to blow?
I don't know what that means.
What?
But Catalina Cruz is apparently licensed to blow.
Well, that does give her a couple of points on the lookometer that she's licensed to blow. She's not just doing it for the fun of it. She's licensed. Yeah, she's top heavy.
Hey, all right.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
Says here those are real. No, they're not.
No, they're not.
I'm kidding.
You see, they're real, all right, real expensive.
Let's see here. Any comments coming in here? Angie, yes, good point. Angie Everhart is good looking, but an acronym girl.
Number 1, I'm going to guess, is...
we're at number 2 right now.
All right. Let's see if it's... Go ahead.
Monica Potter. Potter, we hardly know her.
Potter.
Before becoming NBC's Parenthood MILF, Monica started in Con Air, Saw, and had a stint on Boston Legal. So she's actually a legitimate star.
Yeah. She's pretty hot too. For an older lady, she's pretty hot. Share screen, Monica.
Yeah, she's very pretty.
Yeah,
she's classy, cute, pretty.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She's not whore pretty. She's classy, cute.
No.
Pretty. All right. Number 1. Do you have your number 1 guess?
What is the girl's name? The one that was married to Tim Couch, was it? Or Jeff Garcia? One of them. That was from Cleveland. The penthouse pet or whatever.
I don't know. I don't think that's who it is. But she is an actress. She's legitimate.
Okay. Who is it?
Halle Berry.
Oh no, that's not it at all.
Halle Berry is the number 1 hottest woman from Cleveland.
Definitely hot. Definitely hot. What was the movie where she got all naked and she was sitting there sunning her tits?
I don't know. I remember her as Catwoman. I thought the black leather was very suiting.
Oh yeah, she was hot. Let's see, open image. What is that girl? I got to think of that other girl's name real quick because she was a playmate and she was married to.
But was she from Cleveland?
Heather Kozar?
Yeah, was she from Cleveland?
I thought she was from Cleveland. Here's Halle Berry, who is definitely hot. Patricia Heaton, stop it, Gunner.
Patricia Heaton is very good looking. Halle Berry.
Stop it! You think
Patricia
Heaton is in the same caliber as these?
Look, there were some episodes of Everybody Loves Raymond that she looked really, really cute. Heather Kozar, by the way, is from Akron.
Oh, okay.
And she was married to Tim Couch and is the exact same age as me. Look at her.
She was smoking hot when she was first trotting around here with Tim Couch.
That'll have to be on next week's show. We'll do the hottest women of Akron.
Hottest women of Akron.
Eventually, we'll get to the hottest women of LaGrange. Ohio.
I wonder if
Barbara
LeBron's wife make the hottest women of Akron?
I didn't think she was that hot.
I didn't either, but clearly the NBA players did. Didn't she bang a couple of them? The one that went crazy?
Did she?
The one that went crazy. Delonte something?
That was his mom.
Oh, what did I say?
You said his wife.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I meant his mom.
Yeah. Delonte West. Yeah.
Delonte West, yeah.
Lexi Silver. I don't know who she is, but
I don't know who she is either.
Rick thinks that Lexi is from Cleveland.
Lexi Silver. That's not even coming up.
Rick is not a fan of Halle Berry.
We know why.
Or Patricia Eaton. I like Patricia Eaton. I'm sorry.
I don't like Patricia Eaton.
I knew her dad, by the way.
Your dad probably knew her dad too, right?
Yes. He actually, long story, but he did visit my mom and me when I was younger.
I know in Everybody Loves Raymond there was a bit where they actually referenced her dad.
Yes.
I remember that, and I just remember her saying, "Oh, this guy's no hack like what was the dad's name?"
Her dad's name Chuck.
Yeah, Chuck Heaton. Yeah, and she said something like, "At least you're not a hack like Chuck Heaton from The Plain Dealer," or something like that. She said that on the show. I thought that was funny as hell.
Carmilla DeCesar. Wasn't that that might have been somebody else's wife.
Carmella DeCesar. Let's see. Well, she's definitely hot. Good Lord. Is she from Cleveland?
I don't know.
Or now we just go into hot chicks in general?
Let's go to hot chicks. Avon Lake. Yeah, she's from Avon Lake. Born in Avon Lake.
She's definitely, wow. She's definitely.
She was married to Jeff Garcia.
She's hot. Holy cow.
Hello.
Yeah, she's a looker.
See, look, I'm not saying anything bad. There's nothing really bad to say.
Mm-hmm.
But I like a little meat on the bones.
There's a little meat where it needs to be.
I understand there's meat up top. I get it, but looks like if she ate a burger, we'd go right. You could see it going down her body.
Probably. I'm surprised I didn't get any love in this list. It's somebody I know, so hopefully I don't get hammered for saying this. Jackie LaPonza.
Oh yeah, dude. She's way good looking.
She's as hot as any of these girls. Probably hotter than almost everyone we named. Don't you think?
Has a better career than a couple of people that we named.
Yeah. She's definitely hot. Let's see. Here's Jackie. Put a Jackie picture up here. Hold, please. Let me get this picture. Here's Jackie LaPonza. Present. Yeah, I'm surprised she didn't make this list.
Yeah, she's good looking too, man.
She's a good looking girl, man.
And again, we're talking about, I guess we call celebrities that came out of Cleveland.
Yeah. But I mean, she's been in Mushroom Head for what, a decade?
No, I'm saying that she definitely belongs on that list.
Yeah, she definitely belongs on the list.
I'm just saying we haven't brought up like my wife and your girl because we're talking about celebrities coming out of Cleveland.
Yeah. Well, certainly they're not celebrities. Well, although calling some of these celebrities is somewhat stretching too.
They're with us, so they are technically kind of celebrities.
Yeah. They're arm candy.
I am more than blessed to have the woman that I have. No doubt. All right, we got to take a break. We got Tony Musachio coming up in about...
Did we just do an hour talking about the hottest women in Cleveland?
And Holly Strano, yes.
And Holly Strano. Well, she's in that list.
She is on that list, not on the top 10 according to...
Hold on. You know what? Should we put up a picture of Holly Strano? We haven't even put up any pictures of her. Should we put one up? I mean, I know she's going through a rough time, but we do got to acknowledge that she's one of the hottest women in Cleveland, too, right?
Yeah.
Let me find a good picture of Holly here. All right, here we go. Open image in new tab. And to any of my CMS people, if you want to have, if you wanted Holly to be part of a Judge Aiken segment, definite not guilty. Yeah.
She's a good-looking girl.
She's a good-looking girl.
That allegedly made mistakes in her life.
Well, we'll find out tomorrow. Well, it's unfortunate.
It is. We'll report next week on what happened in the court appearance of Holly Strano.
That's right. Poor Holly.
The Toyota spokesman in the commercials is I.
I think we're reaching now.
Sarah Jessica Parker was from Ohio. I don't think she's attractive.
Sarah Jessica Parker? Are you kidding? What are we doing? The hottest from Northfield Park? Stop it!
Same thing. The hottest women of Thistledown calendar.
Yeah, I was gonna say Sarah Jessica Parker.
I mean, I'm not one to make fun of people and their looks, but God, please, come on, she's not. Really...
I've never understood why they always tried to put her as a sex symbol. She's not. She wasn't any hotter than Godzilla in that movie.
Like, they literally surrounded her with better-looking women on Sex and the City.
Yeah.
Beth McLeod. Look, I don't want to say Beth McLeod is really, really good-looking. She's a very pretty woman, and I respect her because she was married to one of the icons of this town, Fred McLeod, and so I don't really want to judge her in that way, but she is a very beautiful woman. You can put a picture up still.
I'm looking for one right now. Yeah, she's pretty good. Older lady.
Well, she obviously now.
Yeah, I mean, Fred was what, 80? All right, here she is. Dun.
Yeah, she's a very beautiful woman.
Yeah.
And a very sweet lady. Very sweet lady as well.
Well, I don't know her, but yeah, she's not bad. Come on, Rick, you can't say that.
What? Oh, I see. Yeah, can't say. Come on,
Come on, Rick. You got to go to one of my other shows to get that comment on the air.
Classy, hot with jet black hair is my ultimate type. I don't disagree there, Joe.
My ultimate type is on X videos.
Mackenzie Roth, I want to see you in a Kia. There's one, the Fred Martin Superstore show. You ever watch that in the mornings?
No.
Like on Saturday or Sunday mornings, one of those things. It's like this auto dealership infomercial where they're trying to sell their cars and they keep rolling them out. And they have this just average girl that is standing there next to these cars. And she is way hot. And I'm sitting there going, all right, I'm watching a car infomercial that I'm never going to be able to afford any of these cars. Mainly because they got this good-looking girl wearing a short skirt with knee-high stockings on.
You're watching it going, yeah, I think I really do need a Kia Soul.
Fred Martin Superstore, that's where I'm going. The next 20 grand I'm getting, I'm going there.
That's right. Okay, but you guys are missing the point. When you're starting to, when we're down to those kind of people, on the local infomercial or another one that has a hot girl is the one, I forget what the name of the store is, but they're like a furniture store that's been there for 50 years, and she comes on and goes, my grandfather sold couches and my father sold couches, and now I'm going to sell you a couch. I forget what her name is, or the name of the store, so they obviously don't do a good job, but she's hot. I would buy a couch from her. So,
my wife used to sell makeup, and so I think wives used to get pissed because their husbands would go up to her asking her questions and stuff. Guys are suckers for a beautiful woman.
Dude, we all have done that. Are you kidding? We've all gone, everybody that is 30 years old on up has approached somebody in a store just because they were hot. Didn't matter what they were selling.
Hey, I'll take two.
No, or just ask a question. Just go up to them. Hey, do they sell these shoes in blue? Anything. Just make up some question. So she'll walk you around and, look, I'm I'm willing to admit that there were times when I was a kid, when I was much younger, that I would definitely go up to somebody in Walmart and ask them to show me where something was, knowing that it was on like the lowest shelf. So they had to kind of bend over to get it, so I could kind of stand behind them and watch. Of course I did. That was kind of, nobody wanted to be shopping in the first place. So at least you got something good out of it.
Smoking rock and roll's wife. That's awful. Why would you say that about Billy?
It's true though. Leah's hot as hell.
She's a good looking woman.
Good looking nothing. Leah's fucking hot.
I don't want to be disrespectful towards Billy's wife.
I do. Leah's fucking hot.
I like her as a person. She's always been very nice.
Oh, she's great.
She's actually nicer to me than Billy is.
Look, look. In the lottery of wives, Billy scratched off the $3 billion winner. She's smoking hot. She's super cool. And she does all kinds of man stuff so that Billy doesn't have to.
Yeah, and now she makes money.
Yeah, she's a 7-figure earner.
She doesn't need Billy.
She doesn't need Billy at all. That's the saddest part of the whole thing. But I mean, she does like the shit that most wives make the husbands do. She'll be out in their yard cutting the grass, or like when they remodel stuff, she's always the one like she remodeled their basement and stuff. She's the one that does that, not Billy.
I forgot to send Tony the link.
Oops.
So I'm doing that as we speak. Yeah, but she is super cool like that. She really is.
Leah's the coolest. That's why I wish she had a sister like fat guys. I'd be all in.
What did Billy do right?
He played guitar. Well, the thing is, if I remember the story right, Billy would have to tell it more than me, but she didn't even know Billy was in a band. They met on a flight.
Really?
Yeah, they met on, Billy was flying somewhere and she was flying somewhere. And I know that part is true because they both have tattoos on their, I think, wrist. One of them says 13A and one of them says 13B.
Oh,
and it's
really?
just where they were randomly seated on an airplane. And that's how they met, was on some flight.
Get out of here. I didn't know
I
that.
kid you not, yeah.
And they got tattooed like that? That's kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm just like, dude should have played 13A and 13B in some kind of lottery.
I know a couple people that saw Billy the other night I told you he was out at Panini's playing in Westlake. He wasn't playing, but he joined Breakfast Club on the stage.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked, does Billy still remember who I am? Because,
he's not the best at returning calls, that's for sure.
Best.
He's definitely not the best. I'm saying he's not the best.
Not even close.
Yeah. He's closer to the other end of that list. He definitely
But
is.
he's likable. That's the problem. He's a likable guy.
Oh, he's a great guy. As long as you don't have to call, as long as you don't have to wait on him to call you back.
Or text you or answer any kind
Communicate back. He's not a good communicator.
You could be in the front yard of his house sending him a smoke signal and he wouldn't know that anything was going on.
No. But if you put a guitar out there, he'd come out and look.
All right, let's take a quick break. And we got Dawg Pound Details to get into.
All right, cool.
Let's do both right now. Then we'll get to Tony Musachio.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, hang on.
Does your company need fresh teas? Have you paid an arm and a leg for the ones you have? Worried about poor quality when you pay less? Stop worrying, Northeast Ohio, and visit us at www.wctees.com. At Wolf Creek Media, we're family owned, we offer simple pricing, and we're fair and honest. We even have an in-house graphic designer and cover all your apparel needs. So if you need t-shirts, hoodies, banners, or any other type of printing, call us at 330-353-9695 or visit us at wctees.com. That's wctees.com. A proud sponsor of the Seth Williams Show.
There's no place like home, and whether it's furniture, artwork, home accessories, appliances, or that one-of-a-kind collectible, Yellow Brick Road Online Auctions allows you to find everything you need from the comfort of your own home. The owner of Yellow Brick Road Auctions has been conducting online estate auctions for over 8 years by providing homeowners with a stress-free process to liquidate all items that have accumulated over the years.
I'm Melissa Mendici, owner of Yellow Brick Road Auctions. Log on today to find your heart's desire.
What's up, guys? Jon Drake here with the Dawg Pound Details live on the Seth Williams Show. Well, that was an ugly game. That was just an abject failure of coaching all the way around. The Browns fall, of course, to the Denver Broncos 29-12. Just an ugly game. This was one of those games where if you are not a fan of Kevin Stefanski, these are the types of games that you point to and say, see, the guy's an idiot. He can't coach. You're going up against the worst run defense in the NFL with a rookie quarterback making his first ever road start and only his third start overall, and you're throwing the ball all over the yard. I don't understand the logic of that. At one point, Jerome Ford was averaging 10 yards a carry. You don't just keep going back to him. It boggles the mind sometimes. You know, I think Stefanski's done a great job this year, but then he goes and does shit like this, and you're going, what the hell is wrong with you? Even the most like moronic, inane football fan can look at that and go, why aren't we running the ball? And I mean, that's all you need to know is that everybody, when they were bitching about the game afterwards, everybody was saying the same thing. Why weren't we running it? And it's just crazy. And on top of that, you know, he compounds the mistake by these dumb trick plays that he was trying to call. You know, the direct snap to Harrison Bryant on 4th and 1. You know, you've got Kareem Hunt there on the sideline. He's been awesome in those short yardage situations this year. Like, you know, need a yard, need 2, need 3, whatever. Kareem's going to get it for you. I mean, he did it earlier in the game. He went over top of an entire pile to get a first down. Why not go back to that? Why do you have to overcomplicate things? If you're good at something, do it. If something's successful, do it. But he has these brain fart games where it's just unbelievable how he does things that even the most moronic, dumb football fan can see. You know, he can just see that the game plan is wrong, and he won't come off of it. He won't adjust. And unfortunately, this is what you get. So Browns fall to 7-4. They are still the 6th seed in the AFC playoff race, which is good. But, you know, they're going to have to get some wins. They're going to have to get to at least 10. I know that Seth, excuse me, has said that he says they're not winning another game this season. And I like when Seth does that because all of his predictions so far have been incorrect. So, you know, I love it. So Seth, keep them coming. But yeah, the Browns have to win 3 of their final 6 games here, I think, in order to secure a playoff spot. And it should be doable. You know, you've got the Rams this week. You've got the Jaguars next week. And after that, you still have the Texans, the Bears. Who the hell else is it? It's the Bengals and the Jets. And you would think that there's 3 wins in there somewhere. Obviously, you know, the Rams are starting to come on. This week's opponent, they have a great passing attack. Matthew Stafford threw for 4 touchdowns last week. So you're definitely going to need your pass rush in this game. Let's hope that Myles Garrett's shoulder is not as bad as it could be. Mary Kay Cabot reported today that she thinks that there is structural damage in that shoulder. It would seem to make sense. That's the one that he injured in his car accident last year. So that's kind of concerning. You know, we need Myles Garrett. If he goes down, just forget about it. The season's in the toilet. But yeah, you know, the Rams are going to be a tough test. You're on the West Coast again. I thought they made a great decision to stay out on the West Coast for this game rather than doing all the travel back and forth. That was good. So hopefully they're up for it. They know their backs are against the wall after an ugly showing in Denver. So you got to do that. And then they're back home against the Jacksonville Jaguars, another playoff contender. So you know, it's setting up to be an interesting back half of the season for us, but I think we can get those 3 wins. I'm confident that we can do that. I will say, you know, all the chatter kind of seems to be that we're leaning towards starting Joe Flacco this week. I don't like that at all. I didn't like even signing the guy. You've got an offense that's predicated around a mobile quarterback, and Flacco is a statue. So I'm not going to be surprised at all if they do start him and he gets murdered back there, like sacked like 6-7 times because he can't move. So hopefully Stefanski can pivot and come up with a more Jacoby Brissett-esque game plan like he did last year. So fingers crossed. So again, this week we've got a 4:00 game, another one against the Los Angeles Rams. So hopefully we can pull out the W and get to 8-4. So until then, guys, I'll see you next week. I'm Jon Drake for the Dawg Pound Details. And as always, go Browns. Hoo, hoo!
He's right about you.
That's not true at all.
He's right. You haven't made a right prediction yet.
I have made plenty of right predictions.
Not about the Browns.
Not win again. They will not win again.
You said that at 5 wins.
I said they'd win 6. They've won 7. They're not going to win again.
Yeah, but
still gonna
you
be
said
closer
that
than
they
you
wouldn't
were.
win 6. They won 7.
Okay, I'm still going to be closer than you were.
That doesn't matter. No, you're going to be wrong, and I'm going to be right.
And Joe Flacco has now been listed as number 2 on the depth chart for this.
Oh, so they're going to play Walker?
Well,
Good God.
because they suck.
But it looks like we're gonna have all kinds of fun with Tony too. He's only popped in and out 14 times
16 times, yes.
during the run up here.
Yeah, so let's see here. Joe Flacco, according to ESPN, hasn't done anything because the story won't load. Number 2 quarterback behind injured starter, Dorian Thompson-Robinson.
All right. Well, hopefully
Putting
DTR won't play.
Potentially putting Flacco in line to start Sunday's game against the Rams.
Good.
Because Robinson is still in concussion protocol and sat out Wednesday's practice. So it could be Flacco's team come Wednesday.
Flacco era. It's coming.
Yep, Gunner. Okay, the Browns will secure the wins that they need. No, they won't. Here, the only way the Browns make the playoffs at this point is if the Ravens go out there and Lamar Jackson, his arms fall off when he hits the field. Or if he looks it like me by the end of the game with minus a leg.
Right.
Other than that, the Browns ain't going anywhere. All right, speaking of going somewhere, let's go to Tony Musachio, who's live somewhere. Hey, Tony, how are you?
Guys, how are you? I am here live at Hex Cafe in Beachwood on Richmond Road and Chagrin Boulevard. This used to be this was actually Blue, and before that it was Moxie. It's really a high-scaled burger place. They have a location also in Ohio City. How's my volume? Can you hear me, guys?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, perfect. As you can see in front of me, I have one of the Hex burgers, which they call the Chagrin Burger. It's got a little of their own special sauce, onions, bacon burger. It's called the Beachwood Burger, and cut fries. And then they have a salad here with apple, oh my gosh, arugula. And of course, they took care of me on cocktails, a margarita, and a little martini.
Wow.
So, guys, I'm going to try and do this. I'm going to walk back here. I got to show you this open kitchen, which is really cool. So they actually built this building in the early 80s, so the footprint stayed the same. Freed, if you want to just follow me here. Look at this open kitchen. Is this cool?
That's beautiful. Yeah.
So all the magic happens right here. They are well known for their burgers. So they have 3 locations. They have the one here, which is in Chagrin. Actually, this is Beachwood. They have one in Avon, and they also have one in Ohio City, which was the original Hex.
Okay.
So this was a tough week. This was a tough week to become a vegetarian. Guys, so you guys are talking about the Browns, okay? Which I gotta touch on this. Jimmy Haslam. So you know when people are wealthy and they have nothing to do with their money, Jimmy Haslam, and this is true, is now looking at buying a wing. He's going to donate a wing at University Hospital, which of course is the hospital for the Cleveland Browns.
Right.
And you know what? This is going to be appropriate because his players are going to be residing in that place. So anyways, guys, you can come to Hex. You can set up a holiday party here. You can sit at the bar. They have catering, which is absolutely wonderful. Great, if you want to just do a pan real quick of their dining room. Absolutely gorgeous, casual burger place.
It looks
Just
great,
wonderful.
man. I was there when it was Moxie, and it was a great place. But it looks really nice.
And then, of course, they have the outdoor patio, which is absolutely gorgeous. So you can see they decorated it for the holidays. And every place is getting very busy right now for the holiday season. So go out to eat and make sure that you stay local on all of the restaurants that we go and we talk about.
Right on. Definitely.
Isn't it? It's very important. I know that, the chains have a lot of money to be advertising, and we go to them no different. And I know, Seth, you're not going to McDonald's or Burger King anymore, and their stock just went down.
That's why they raised their prices.
Yeah, they have one less great customer.
Yeah.
This is funny. So, any questions, guys?
No, it looks fantastic.
It looks great.
I just wonder if you can hear us or not, so that's why I've been kind of holding back a little bit. But the food looks amazing.
No, I can hear you. I got a little bit of an echo happening here because of the ceilings are high, number one. And this, again, we usually have great internet services. It wasn't really the best. Last time we were here, it's not really the great internet service. So,
it is a great
guys,
point.
so we got to figure this.
Go ahead, Tony.
Go ahead, Seth.
No, go ahead.
Well, we got to figure this out where we have to do a podcast with the three of us. Let's make this happen where we can get to a restaurant and have dinner and talk about a place that is unusual and cool in Greater Cleveland that is, that you guys will both enjoy too. So.
And I want to be able to
all
try.
right. So meanwhile,
when we go, that's what I want to be able to do. I want to try
And you know what? And I would love to have you do that because you're going to try duck, you're going to try escargot, you're going to try frog legs, and then I can't wait till you tell me what you're dreaming about the next morning.
Let's go with broccoli, Tony. I mean, let's go with
Yeah, we'll start with the broccoli and the carrots. What about carrots? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try that. Yeah.
Okay. Still no tomato?
No, I'm not there yet.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to make eggplant parmesan inside the house one afternoon, and then I'm going to bring it to you, which is one of my delicacies. So I'm going to show you the entire recipe. So at the beginning of the show, I'll make sure that everybody has a piece of paper and a pencil, and you're going to have a great recipe, a homemade Italian recipe from Mama Musachio.
So wait a second. What kind of meat is eggplant?
So eggplant is a vegetable. It's the egg. Oh. It's probably it's in the produce department. It is like a purplish black plant. It's kind of like it's a large plant vegetable, if you will. You have to look it up. But anyways, what's cool about it, you can just slice it and you can put it in either a salad or you can deep fry it and make it with Parmesan cheese, and you can put tomato on it and sauce, and it's truly a delicacy, which is eggplant Parmesan.
Eggplant is one of those vegetables that vegetarians like to substitute as a meat, though.
Yes, no different than like a portobello mushroom right now. Mm-hmm. Correct, Chris. Yeah, and you can do a lot with it. So it's the ugliest vegetable in the produce department. You can't miss it.
I'll try it, though. I guess I'll give it a shot.
Yes. So I'm going to give you the Channel 3 weather. It's high precipitation with tequila, wine, and beer.
Oh, boy.
Sorry. You know me. I had to do it.
I appreciate it, Tony.
Yeah.
Well,
so,
be careful
guys,
driving home.
I will. I'm only having one margarita, and that is it. Okay?
Okay. Yep.
If Holly's your Lyft driver, then you better pass.
Tony? Did you see the story or no? You saw the story, I'm assuming.
Oh, I saw the story.
All right.
Yes, I saw the story, and I had a couple of my friends from the media had called me this morning about the story before I saw the story. So
It's
yeah,
unfortunate.
and again,
it
you know
really
what?
is.
It is unfortunate, and it happens. You know what? She's going to work this out, though. And I know that the defense lawyer that she has, it's going to cost her some money. But again, she'll get out of it. And again, it's going to be open to the public. It happened to Kenny Crumpton, who's my friend, and they suspended him for Channel 8 for a little bit. But you know what? They got to give everybody a second chance. Just like Edwin's, and we will be there, gives a second chance to those who have gotten in trouble. So it's very important. Yeah,
I hear
so.
we had to talk about the story, and that's what it comes down to. I mean, I feel bad.
Yeah,
for her.
exactly. And you know what? And she's going to talk about it too. I mean, she's going to come back. She's going to apologize, and you know what? Hopefully, her life changes from this stuff.
Amen.
And in the media, in the media, I mean, obviously, it's widespread because of where she's at. I mean, she is a highlighted person. So,
Well, I appreciate it, Tone.
guys, I will talk to you next week. Oh, I got something really cool for you guys next week. That's a great tease. Tony Musachio reporting live in Beachwood at Hex Cafe. Everybody knows Tony. And of course, you can hear me on Flashpoint 1490 WERE every Saturday morning between 10 o'clock and 11. This Saturday, I am going to be at Nighttown, the iconic restaurant that opened up in 1965, closed a few years ago, and now they reopened. It is a wonderful restaurant. And I'm going to tell you a story about it. When they first opened up, that my dad took me there when I was 7 years old. You'll hear about it next Saturday or next Wednesday. Guys, back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Tony.
Hi, Tony.
It was good.
That was good.
It was a great place. I mean, I've been there when it was Moxie. They had the 50th anniversary for MMFs there at Moxie.
Okay.
A few years back, and it was fantastic. It was great.
Right.
And so the layout of that place is really cool, and the food looks amazing. I've been to the one out in, I think you said Avon, and
Yeah.
Lake is really good. So if you get a chance, check that out.
Yeah, that looks like a good place.
Everyone knows that eggplant is really. What does that mean?
Where's it?
I don't know.
It's just not showing the emoji. It's
really-
probably the shit emoji.
No, I think it's a dick emoji. There
Yeah.
we go. John, I don't trust anything that you say because you think that the Browns are actually going to win a game again. And I, as we know, make the perfect predictions, and they will not. And if anybody knows what a dick emoji looks like, it's a Browns fan. Kidding. I love Jon Drake, and I just wish that he had better taste in football. Actually, I know he has good taste in football, but he hasn't come to the realization of what this city and the Browns actually are. A load of crap, and they're always going to be a load of crap. They're never going to win anything. It's going to be a loser franchise until the day that we all die, whether it's next year or 50 years from now, John. They're going to suck. We're better off if this team would have left and never came back. I would rather root for the Baltimore Ravens, a winning organization. Wow, John. So terrible.
It's pretty funny though.
Doesn't need to lose her job. Just don't do it again. The day that John, our Browns reporter, comes to his senses and realizes that it's a lost cause and that this team will never amount to anything.
Well, here's what we're gonna do.
Picking another team.
How about this? The minute that
It's killing me.
the show that this is that's funny. The show that either the Browns after the Browns either clinch the playoffs or are eliminated from the playoffs, we bring John on live and you two can figure it out.
I would be more than happy to discuss with him the failures that are the Cleveland Browns, and that will continue for the rest of our lives.
But if they clinch the playoffs, you got to take your medicine.
Of course I will.
All right.
Look,
John, say if you're up for that.
There's a better chance of all kind of different things happening than the Browns actually going to the playoff. There's a better chance of Biden becoming a good Republican president.
Oh, please.
Than the Browns actually going to the playoffs.
No, there's not.
Yes, there is.
There you go. That'll make my day if you two are going to battle, because then I could just sit back and enjoy.
There's nothing to battle about. I am right. The Browns,
you won't be right if they clinch the playoffs.
The Browns are a loser organization.
All right, well, that's what I'm saying. Either the week that they clinch the playoffs or they're eliminated from the playoffs, one of you has to take some medicine.
And see, what sucks is that I don't think John understands. Like, I was raised in a sports household, dude. My dad was the sports editor for the Cleveland Plain Dealer. I was raised a Browns fan. I was raised to love Bernie Kosar, Kevin Mack, all those guys. I cried when the Browns left. But what I've come to realize over the past, 20 years is that the Browns suck ass, and they will never be any good as long as, one, they have an owner like this, and two, as long as the fan base keeps saying, oh, next year we're going to be great. They will never amount to anything. There's a better chance of the Pope coming to my front door tonight to bless my forehead than there is of the Browns going to the playoffs and winning the Super Bowl. It's not going to happen.
Well,
sorry.
In other tragic news, I'm getting texts from my girl Kelly saying that she just saw a story on the news that we're not going to be able to buy our pot on the 7th.
Why?
I don't know. She's not. I asked her why, and she hasn't hit me back with why yet. But she said that they said that the pot's not going to actually be here in Cleveland until October. I'm like, no, not another year. Not another year of having to go and procure it illegally in Michigan. That would be terrible.
Aw, what are you going to do?
I don't know, but we had the plan on the 7th or the 8th or whatever that me and you were going to get high on the air. And now it doesn't look like that's going to happen.
That's exactly why I said at the beginning of the season that I would be pissed with anything less than 11 wins.
That's right.
I'll shave my head if they win 11.
Oh, my God.
Live on the show.
No, we'll get John over there to do it for you.
Okay, none of that is actually going to happen. I better stop myself because, like I say, I'm going to do something like that. God will say, all right, now I'm going to let the Browns win.
They'll win out.
Yeah. So that will not happen.
I'm thinking 10 still. I'm still at 10. I'd like to see 11. I'm pretty confident saying 10.
All right, I got to go here in a minute because I got to take care of some family stuff. But what do they have left? What do they have left? The Browns.
6 games.
6 games. I got to look at the remaining schedule real quick because
they're going to beat the Bears.
Browns.
They're going to win this week.
Schedule. Rams lose.
That's a win.
The Rams just kicked ass over the last weekend, and the Browns suck.
That's a win.
Joe Flacco is going to start that game.
It's the Flacco era, man.
Jaguars at Browns.
That's
Jaguars.
A win.
Jaguars win. Jaguars.
No way. The Jaguars stink.
Jaguars are a better football team, no doubt.
No, they're not.
Bears.
Bears is a win.
That's a maybe because the Bears suck. Texans. No way the Browns beat the Texans.
They beat the Texans. The Texans suck too.
No way.
C.J. Stroud may be good, but the rest of the team stinks.
Jets, hello. Did you see the report today? Aaron Rodgers is practicing.
I hope Myles Garrett takes that. I hope Myles Garrett takes that broken shoulder and slings it across his Achilles.
He's not going to be playing come that game.
Somebody can hit him in his Achilles.
Because you know why? The Browns will be out of it by then, and they're going to rest Myles because he's going to be hurt.
I just as a side note to this, what are the Jets thinking? How could you risk the next 2 years of your team to rush this guy out on a team that's not going to the playoffs?
I'll agree with you on that.
That's crazy talk.
And Browns-Bengals, it's in Cincinnati, but
they can beat the Bengals.
The Bengals have no quarterback, so that's a winnable game.
They could beat the Bengals. They could beat the Bears. They could beat, for sure, they could beat who was the other one? With the guy that looks like he's a member of Stonehenge. The quarterback, Trevor
Jaguars?
Lawrence. Jaguars, yeah. Those three are for sure winnable.
All right.
Rams is a possible. The other two,
Now we have a bet.
What,
Right
that they
here.
win 3 more? Oh,
This one.
pubic hair versus pubic hair? Jesus, who has to judge that?
Well, you got to be the judge, and it's going to be face-to-face shavings.
Oh, my God.
No, not going to happen.
I was going to say, yeah.
So not going to happen. That's 9 or 10, not 11.
Well, they're at 7, so 3 would be 10.
What's for dinner, Seth? I'm having tonight a salad with eggplant. Yeah, right. Whatever meat and cheese I can find and slather on the grill.
That's right.
That's what I'm having for dinner.
There you go.
Eggplant. Eggplant parmesan.
It's actually good. It really is. It's not bad.
Does it taste like meat?
Tastes like plant, like a vegetable, with a lot of cheese and sauce on it.
Now John's already making excuses. Don't know if they can throw all the injuries. Every team is injured, John. Every team in the NFL is injured this time of year. The Browns just suck worse at it. Eggplant parm is a complete waste of good provolone marinara. See, him and I can't agree on quite a few things.
There you go. Just not football.
Just not football. Because the Browns suck. All right. Have yourself a great rest of the week. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, everybody, for watching and listening today. Much appreciated. God willing, we'll talk to you on Monday. Got other stuff. Got to take care of tonight. Say a little prayer for a lot of people in the family sick. So it's no good.
Well, let's hope everybody gets better.
Hope everybody gets better and have a great rest of the week. Right?
See ya, folks.
See ya.